Hello, and thank you for joining me again. This is part 2 of Vampyr. We just got looking at this ugly son of a bitch who's been stripped of everything, including his dignity. Maybe even his pecker in some cases. Anyway, moving on. So we're going after William Bishop, who's apparently somebody who's losing his fucking mind. And we haven't found him yet. And by silently walking up to somebody, which is walking, you can stun them. Get a few hits in, stun them. Or, not what I meant to do. Stun them again, bite them. Don't bite right away unless you're in a crisis situation where you need health badly. Ranged weapons.
Right. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
Doesn't do much of anything for you gun-wise. I advise going against it, but hey. Now if they see you, they won't attack instantly, but you get close enough. So we're just gonna detonate him. There we go. And just look around, see what you can find. You'll need everything that you can possibly get your hands on. I don't see anybody else. And this is what it was I explained earlier. Resistances.
That's the leech, boys! Fuck, he's dead!
You do not want to get greedy in this game. Once you start getting greedy, that's when you will die. Now, right now, it doesn't mean much of anything because the game's not all that difficult. But later, the longer the game goes, the more overpowered that the people will get, which you'll shortly see. After we get to the hospital. So heal, then bite him. Just a good practice to get into so you can heal, because you're immune to all damage while you're biting somebody. So you heal right beforehand, and now you're at full health, so when you come out of your bite, you're not going to get fucking killed by gas, flamethrowers, or whatever else that's trying to kill you. There's also werewolves in the game, but that is never even touched upon once. And I don't know why. Shit. I was trying to walk up behind him. I didn't heal that time, so I got no use for that blood. You can upgrade your shit to where you will heal when you bite stuff, but for now we don't have that ability. Alright, something else to touch on. If you look at our health, there's no little bar, but if I go up to this guy and hit him, you'll see it in a sec. Stun. Okay, so you see that little red bar in his health bar? That's how far his health can go back up to if not killed. And ours actually has it right now too. It'll heal. Okay, apparently we do heal a little bit when we're biting somebody. Didn't think that happened early on. But the only way to get rid of that, if you don't get it through a bite, is to use autophagy, which you hurt yourself in order to heal. And it's damn near instant.
This is despicable.
So we are not going to even stop. Well, actually, we'll go in here, see if there's anything that we can grab. We're not going to evolve or anything. We can level up again, but there's no point. Like, I don't need to right now. Okay, I want the shillings that are on the fucking table. Thank you. Maybe something here. Just some parts. That was it. Alrighty. We're still following. What's that? Oh, I thought I could grab something. That was weird. We're still following the blood. And this is where we get our first double-handed weapon.
The whole building reeks of it.
Which is right here.
It's so strong it makes me dizzy.
This is actually a good item to have early in the game, because you can level it up so high. Now you can not get green or blue parts until late game, or way halfway through the game. So you can only get things up to a maximum of level 3 for right now. But regardless, we want to go ahead and equip this. Not what I meant to do. You can only equip it on the main hand, but it takes up both. Now we switch with left on the D-pad.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
And this is William Bishop.
As one, we shall overcome.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
This is a Skrull. Good idea. Not right now. Alright, see what he's doing? If I hit him... No, okay, he went out of it. If you hit them while they're doing that, if you hit Skrulls while they're doing that, you will trigger a, they'll basically counterattack you, which is annoying. And when they jump on you like that, they will mount you and literally start drinking some of your blood. Okay, so I wonder if I can hit in time. Alright, see, he knocked me back. You want to avoid that, because he leads right into an attack. Unless you're quick enough with the dodge. Now with bosses, you can even bite them as well. And every time you stun them, and normal enemies, when you stun them, their stun bar will go up. The scythe is a good weapon, because it does a little bit more damage. It does 69 damage. But, right now I'm going to use the scythe because I'm full health and I'm also full blood. If I wasn't, I would be switching over to the stake and the sword and trying to stun his ass again. And for this, there's no way to counter it. You just have to wait for him to put his hands down. As you can see, that just did a fucking shit ton of damage. There we go. The bludgeon is just another melee weapon, another single-hand melee weapon that you can have. It's better than the machete that you have, but don't even bother equipping it. There's another weapon we're going to grab here very shortly. I need to look around real quick before I even go and look at the priest. I need to grab anything that's there. Is that shillings? Yes. I don't think there's anything left. Okay, we'll talk to this guy. This is Sean Hampton. He is called the Sad Saint.
Mr. Hampton, are
He's a
you
priest.
in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Stab.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are
Thank
you? What do you mean by scowl?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I
No.
believe, sir, I already have.
Thanks, bitch. Bye. Still covered in blood.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat, and we can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
And the only thing to do, walk up here.
This poor
Get a
creature
blood
can't
sample.
be my maker.
You're done.
Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
I was very impressed by this game. I thought it was just some fucking indie game, in all honesty. But it's good, and it looks great.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William
Good.
was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide.
You don't
I
ever
even
get
had the
paid.
forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
So, we're already back from the dead and we already have employment. Even though you don't ever get fucking paid for it. Which makes no sense. I apologize if you hear any background noise. My Xbox sounds like it's going to self-destruct. But it doesn't. It's a good old
Worry no
boy.
more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy,
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Sick bastard. So, basically, you got nothing to do right now. Besides go this way.
Nah, it's my turn.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seeds of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
This is the first case you have of killing somebody. But, as you can see, he ain't really worth killing. He's an asshole, that's for damn sure. But you have to mesmerize him regardless, and just because you mesmerize somebody does not mean you're going to kill them.
Fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Hit A once. And we're going to release him for now.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
And all he does is, oh, I feel dizzy, shit like that. Now, we leave. We don't help him. We send someone else after him.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go. But no famished hunter can run for long.
We shall see, motherfucker. Can I get some snacks? Can I get some snacks? Oh, hey.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
The only questions you have is like, where's my office? What's going on here? Who are you? Nothing we really need to know at the current moment. Ooh. Always look around. Always check shit out. So, I am going to just skip right on through meeting some of these people. The dialogue isn't all that intriguing. Basically, I can explain as we need to go by necessity, but I'm going to skip through this shit real quick so we don't take up a fucking hour
Good
just
evening,
talking
sir.
to people.
I've already heard about you.
That's quite a...
Milton Brooks,
I'm
he
not
drives the
sure.
ambulance, he
You have no need-
doesn't like the place, he fucking steals shit from the dead.
How is the city?
You want to hear? I've been. It's a. Yesterday.
You left.
Go there. You.
Are you...
And why? But you keep.
Only reason we're doing this is so we can get caught up with
Goodbye,
stuff.
Milton.
Get some experience out of talking to people. Unknown, unknown, unknown. You gotta meet a bunch of people, and that's the problem. But, you know, at first, we'll go ahead and fucking do this. We'll go ahead and continue on the story just a
Dr. Swansea is
wee
right.
bit.
This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Now to get that second weapon. Maybe we won't skip over the people's dialogue. It kind of defeats the whole purpose of the game. So, this hacksaw. This is kind of what we want for the current moment. Check around, make sure you can't grab
It's
anything
locked,
else.
all right.
It's locked. Okay.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes.
So we have a note here
Relegated to
telling
the
them...
shadows.
Oh, for fuck's
A
sake.
kingdom of my own.
Eyes of bloodshot.
At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
So we have a note here, basically saying that, hi, I asked you to give you an office. Please let me know if you need anything, blah, 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 blah. Nothing of importance. Econs, that's what we are. This was left to us by the ginger-haired lady that we saw earlier. I don't think there's anything else I can really open right this moment, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and analyze our shit, which will give us our first serum. This is a health potion, basically. And this will go through and tell us what we need to do to upgrade a weapon, which we're not even going to bother upgrading these right now, because they are not worth a damn. We will go ahead and upgrade the common hacksaw, just for now. We won't be using this very much so. We'll be using this a good portion of the game as our second set of weapons. I prefer to use a two-handed weapon that we can also get later.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
We'll go ahead and spend our points, just because we kind of need to. I recommend getting your health up, and I also recommend... Nah, we won't need that. So, I don't ever get any of the tactical stuff. I don't ever get coagulation, which only targets one person and stops them for a second. You will need a blood barrier later in the game. It's very fucking useful. I only get the shadow mist ability out of the aggressive. These two are almost... They are as useless. They're useless. They are not worth getting when you can use the shadow mist. Now, you can obviously play the game exactly how you want. I'm just telling you how I do it. We cannot get an ultimate ability until at least, I think it's 10, 12 maybe, somewhere around there. But we do want to increase our bite damage, which this will bring us up to level 5. And we want to increase our endurance to start. Because with the weapons you're swinging, when you go to a two-handed weapon, it takes more endurance to swing them. Oh, no, I do not want to do that. So you can confirm your abilities to end the night, or you can just hit confirm and rest and not spend any of your XP. Also, after this point, you can go ahead and reset your points for
I'm
free.
to stay here until my research.
There's no penalty.
I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood? Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
Sorry, there's nothing here.
Some of the patients won't last the night without them. Honestly, sir, I'm beside myself.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
So you are not pressed for time. There is no time limit for this. So we are good to go and explore as much as we absolutely want. Now, there are certain areas you cannot get into at this point, and plus the levels of some people go higher with each different area. We cannot go upstairs. There is an upstairs. We cannot go there until way later in the game, because all there is an elevator. But we're going to run in here. We're going to get a letter. And this is about one of the nurses quitting. Don't need to read it. At least I'm not going to. I scrolled through it just in case somebody wants to pause it and actually read through it, but I shall not, because I don't really care. Let's see. What's this? It's a book. Nothing we need. So, we're going to head back into the hospital. This guy is a dick. Not really a dick, but he's not a good person.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade. I exchange. Some people sell. Some others buy. I like to help.
Oh, I bet you do, you bastard. I know what you do. These people don't know, but I know what you
Who
do.
comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
If it's more people like you, then I don't want to know them. So, nothing to really talk about here.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
He sells some shit, medical supplies, stuff like that. But for now, we're just going to run around and meet everybody and try and get as many investigations as we can. And open up any damn container that we can. Like this one right here. Excuse me. I said, excuse me. I said, excuse me. Oh, fuck.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Oh, we need hints.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
Woo.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True, true. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
If I have time. And that's our first investigation. One of the first investigations.
Goodbye.
Let's go ahead and, we won't bother talking to him, because we can get him later. We need to talk to a certain few people. This is one of them. No, this is not one of them. Shit.
That's all.
There's nothing to know about her. This is who we need to talk to.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Yeah, she's fucking crazy. Don't believe her.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard's syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Bitch! You know who you fucking talking
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever
This
I
is
want.
what we need.
As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
I'll leave you.
That's who we need for right meow. I don't think there's anything else we can do. So, let's go ahead and head on out to the pharmacy. Which is just down the road here, which it automatically took off the thing we were tracking, so let's track it. It's just down the road. It can be very difficult, so if you want to bypass this for now, then go ahead. But I am confident that I can handle these bastards.
Look at it! Vicious bugger! It's an inch!
If you hit your RB, shit. When you aren't targeting anybody, then it'll drop one on top of you. Shit, I only got the one. I wasn't expecting to fight 4 of them. I guess we left the area. Nope. If you leave the area, they will turn their backs on you.
Oh, Christ! Burning!
Shit, that may kill me if I don't hit it. Good. Caught it in time. Okay, I left his area. Okay. Smack. Gonna heal in a second. And now grab him. Punch, 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 punch. If you're not careful, they can kill you very quickly. If you aren't careful. And this is no joke. As you saw, those guys were already level 11 or 12 just because I strayed out of the area where I'm supposed to go. We're actually coming up on somebody stronger, I believe. They're in the next area. I believe we have to fight somebody at level 15? Something like that?
Best stay back, sir.
Hey, how about you fuck off? I missed. Remember, if you bite somebody, you're immune to all damage. He would have hit me if I didn't grab him. I'm out of stamina. We're gonna bite him again. Hit him once. Alright, shit. If you hit them once, if you're not here, I'll try and do it again. If you knock somebody down, here, let me back up. Nope, they couldn't do it. I did enough damage to kill him. Shit. Okay, I'll have to find somebody else. Alright. If you stun somebody, you can hit them and then press A very quickly, and you will bypass, because if you hit them when they're stunned, they will get right back up. But if you hit them and press A, you can get a little bit additional damage in. Now, we do not want to stir these fucks, because these are who we're after. We want to walk up to them, stun, hit him, hit him again, grab him, bite him, drop a blood bomb down. Now that one guy can teleport and he brings out shadows. This is something, he can kill you in like 2 hits. Keep your eye on the other one. He teleports around. You can see the shadows that come back out. We're gonna grab him real quick just so I don't get fucking hit by him. Drop another blood bomb. Dash around. You get grabbed by that, it's gonna do about half health. Be very careful when you're fighting somebody this high level. Shit. See, one fucking smack did all that damage to me. And when he goes to teleport, he is immune from stuns. Just like that. Just like that. Fuck. I may die here. I may fucking die here. The shadows stay around for a while. Do not get greedy or you're gonna die. Got him right before he fucking dashed away. Shit. Got him. That gives me some health. Be very cautious. Now you don't get any increased experience points for this. Getting very close. I may fucking die here. What the fuck was that? I don't know what the fuck just fell. It's not a good idea to drop a blood bomb on him. Or a shadow bomb, whatever. Because he'll just teleport away. This guy's very fucking annoying. I may fucking die here. This may be really too early to deal with him. I just got hit by his fucking shadow. If he hits me once, I'm fucking dead. Great. There's no penalty for getting killed. Guess we can't do this right now. So we're just a little too weak. I can probably handle him when I'm level 8 or so, 8 or 9. Get a better weapon. Because we can't get a better weapon at the moment. But that was my own sheer stupidity. I thought I could handle him. But that's fine. It's the whole point of the game. These loading screens aren't that bad. You just pop back up and you're good to go. And it's like, I can't do this right now. So you come back later. And that's what we're going to do. But you have to fight the guys you just pop back up. Or you can just teleport past them. Because you only get 5 fucking experience points for each one of them. Great, he got me. That's why you want to take care of the fucking range bastard. Look how far that fuck is. Look how far that bastard is. And he hits me that fucking far. That's why you want to take those little shit bags out very first. Yeah, we were just in a loading screen and we're already back in another one. The faster you go, the faster the loading screens happen. I'll just keep teleporting so I can show you what I mean. See? Instantly have another fucking loading screen. That's what I'm talking about. We've had 3 in the last 60 seconds. 2 of these and 1 of the main one. So you'd think the one main one would have been enough to load it up for now. No, it's not. That's the problem. Now, if you walk or run, running will still trigger it though, not as quick though. If you walk, it'll almost never happen. Never mind, I'm a liar. So we're gonna head back behind the hospital. Because we have to deal with a scroll and we also have to deal with the person that's after her. So we're just gonna go right out the back door. But now you have a taste of what the fuck is going on with these loading screens. And the game's been out for over a fucking year. Alright, this is where we need to go. Right outside your door, I think. Yeah, your door is over there. You can teleport up there. This is where you need to be. Walk right around here after you talk to the lady and whatever her fucking name is, the one who's delusional and thinks she's a vampire. You want to come around here, right behind the hospital, and kill these 2 fucks. These guys are easy. I don't have enough blood, so we're gonna walk up behind one of them, stun him, just drop a shadow bomb. Now, if you have somebody targeted, the bomb will drop down on you, or on them, I mean, sorry. You're getting annoying. Collect what they have, grab this letter, basically says that found somebody, and then you have to go to their main facility, their main base, which we cannot do right now because they're also level 15, 16, 17, something like that shit. So can't handle them at the moment. But we can also do something else. Ooh, is that something I can open? Yes. Lead rods are important. They're one of the main ingredient for upgrading shit. Lead plates are usually for the sub upgrades. Now that we completed this, it wants us to go over here to West Chapel, I think. No. I'm sorry, we still have the this one tracked. But if we track hers, it'll have us go over here to Whitechapel. We can't do this right now. We're way too weak. If I can't even handle one fucking scrawl, you have to fight like 4 or 5 of the vampire hunters. So we're gonna go over here and deal with a local scrawl that's out back here. I think he's out back here. Where's he at? Where am I at? Going the wrong way. Sorry, I got turned around. So, this is the
Scowl voices
morgue.
in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
This is what we're here for. Here to kill these fucks. We got enough blood, so just pop a blood bomb. No screaming for you. No screaming for you. Heal, bite. Heal, bite. Heal, bite. Heal, bite. Heal, bite. Here, boy. Heal, boy. We're gonna bite him again just because I triggered the other one behind me. You can also stun with some two-handed weapons like that, but it's not worth shit. As you can see, it didn't do shit. Ow. Ran out of stamina. That's the problem with two-handed weapons. So we found Milton's wallet with a photography, or a photo, with him and Nurse, whatever her fucking name is, I forget her name. But we're not even going to mess with that right now. We're going to head right into the morgue. And on that note, we're going to end here. We're not going to, because we have a mini boss coming up in the morgue, and I don't have enough time to deal with that right now. So thank y'all so much for joining me. Hopefully you're enjoying the series. Vampyr is a very good game. I enjoy it a lot. It's really, really good. And I hope you are enjoying it. So thank you again for joining me. If you liked the video, like, comment, and subscribe for even more of this absolute sheer fuckery. And I hope to see you in the next one. Take it easy.